Welcome back to some more battles. We are in the Open Great League, and let's try out this team featuring the Weezing, Furret, and Claydol. We got the Weezing, of course, in the back, and we have the Furret as usually our safe swap, but this time go into our Weezing. We are gonna fire off a overheat, and at this point we're just gonna go back to back because they're never gonna shield, so we do as much damage as possible. Now we have our Weezing go down, and we have an opportunity to farm now. Go into the Claydol, and our opponent does swap out into their Azu. We tank the move, and let's see if we can get this Azu low that we can potentially just farm with our Furret. We catch the move on our Furret. It is debuffed. Now we have an opportunity to fire off a Trailblaze to boost up our attack. So far our opponent is unwilling to let this go. Okay, there's the switch out into the Clogsire. We are going to shield here, and we are going to get the farm down, which is nice. And wow, we have a great scenario now. Triplum versus our Furret is taking heavy fast move damage, and then we're going to fire off a Swift that is double resisted. They have to shield. We do survive, and now we have to try to beat this Azu with our own Claydol. We reach a Rock Tomb, and down goes the Rock Tomb, but our opponent still has the Driplum to take us out. So GG's to our opponent. Very close game. Considering all things, we are able to make it close. Okay, now we have Claydol versus the Alligator. Not the best situation. We're going to go into the Furret. They stay in for a little bit, and now we're just going to fire off these Trailblaze. Trailblaze boost up the defense, or boost up the attack, and these sucker punches are just adding up. You can see after 2 moves, it's already into the low yellow. We are thinking about shielding here. We decided to let it go, and now we have an opportunity just to flip the switch. We do end up flipping the switch, and this Furret is double boosted. They force out the switch, and now we have this Primate throwing the Rage Fist. We could survive it. We are going to allow this to go through, and now we gotta try to win this game with our Weezing. Down a shield versus this Primate and that Feraligatr still. We're gonna have to let this go. Ends up being the Rage Fist, and unable to farm down. We really needed that farm down. So let's see if we catch the move. We do catch one of the moves. Our opponent here is going to be able to get to these moves very quickly, but they are hiding behind 2 shields, so this is going to be very difficult. 2 sludges gets thrown, trying to get to the third one, and not able to get to that third one. I don't think it would have KO'd it. It would have mattered, but really tough lead, and unable to ramp up any energy advantage in the back. All right, we're going to switch it up a little bit. This time we're going to lead with the Weezing, still keeping the team, but we're going to start with the Weezing instead. Let's see if we can find a good lead here. Okay, very decent. We force out the switch, and we see the Lapras. So most of the damage here is going to be incoming with their fast move. We are going to protect this thing, and let's see if they end up going for any big moves. No, they just go for the Sparkling. We're going to fire off another Trailblaze here. Huge damage, and it gets through. Now we have a boosted Furret, and now we have another Swift to fire off, and we actually get that shield. So this Furret has put in tremendous work. Now we're going to force out the switch, and we see the Meryl. Meryl is going to be able to get to Bone Clubs, but we are going to be able to reach this Shadow Ball. we were low on TMs, so we didn't want to TM to get the Ice Beam, but this will still work out because we do take out the Marowak, and now we have the Weezing with Sludge into this jump bluff, and you can see right there we are going to be able to win that game. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Weezing lead. All right, let's see who's next. We got the Weezing versus the Spiritomb. We're going to be able to do super effective fast move pressure. They swap out into their Blastoise, and we're just going to play this out. We are going to be able to reach this Trailblaze for a potential huge damage and the attack boost. We tank the Hydro, and now we have the energy advantage that we need. So now we're going to have fire off a boosted Trailblaze, significant damage. Our opponent is already into the red, and this could be a Shadow Ball. They go for the Rock Tomb. I guess that's good enough too, but you can see right here, we do have to take out a Marowak with one shield disadvantage. We shield here. This is where Ice Beam would come in handy, but we are going to farm up, fire off the Rock Tomb, and we do get them debuffed, and that's going to be very helpful because they are debuffed for the rest of the game permanently. We're going to fire off another move. We should survive here because we did get them debuffed. Now we're going to fire off another Rock Tomb. This is going to debuff them further, and then we're just going to combo play into our Weezing for the KO. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Claydol baits, and Claydol just being kind of a tank and debuffing everything. Okay, Weezing versus the Furret. We are resisting their fasteners, but they're really spammy. Swift already taking us into the low green, and we can survive another one, but we're not going to allow them to get us that low. We're going to fire off another Sludge here into the Furret, and we do reach another Sludge before they get to their move. Will they shield here? Nope. They let it go, and now we have a Doxbun to deal with. This is going to be interesting that they have this here. Early prediction is maybe like a double fairy. I'm not sure here. This is going to be another Swift. This Swift will not KO, and now they are left with a sliver of health. We have some health left on our Weezing, and we end up getting the farm down. There it is. There's the second fairy. So check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.